Assalamu alaikum dear viewers, hope you all are doing very well. In today's video we will be solving exercise 14b, which is about area and circumference of circle. So for this video we need the formulas which are for area and for circumference. That is, area of a circle is equal to pi r square and circumference of a circle is equal to 2 pi r. We need to remember these two formulas to solve the exercise. Okay, so let's begin with the first question, which is take pi to be 3.142 unless stated otherwise. Find the area of a circle of radius 3.5 centimeter. Now we have to take pi to be 3.142. You can take it as 3.14 also. So in this question he is like restricted you to take this value, so you have to take this one because he is written in the question unless stated otherwise. If he had given you a choice, then you would have used 22/7 also, but right now you have to take 3.142. So we have to find the area of circle. Let's start doing it. Now we are given with radius, right? So the radius given in the question is 3.5 centimeter, right? And we have to find the area, which is very basic question. What we have to do is we have to simply write the formula. Area of circle is equal to pi r square, right? Now we will just put the values, that is 3.142 for pi, and for radius we are given with 3.5. Now in the formula we have radius squared, so we have to take the square of 3.5. That means you will multiply 3.5 by 3.5, and when you will multiply it, you are gonna get 12.25, right? 12.25. Now you can, how you can do it is you can forget the decimal points and do it without the decimal point, and later you can put the decimal point where required, right? So now in this case it will be 3.142 multiply by 12.25, right? Now again you have to multiply these two, and when you multiply 3.142 with 12.25 you get 38.489, right? When you will multiply these two, you are gonna get this. Now unit of area is written in square meters or square centimeter. In this question it is given as centimeter, so that means the unit for area here will be centimeter square or square centimeter, and this will be the required answer. Now moving to the second question, we have to find the area of circular garden of radius 42 meter. Again we have to find the area of circular because of course circular garden is circular, right? So the radius given here is 42 meters, so we have to write it as like see, the radius is equal to 42 meters, and we have again to find the area. Area is equal to question mark. So now area of circular garden will be, area of circular garden is pi r square, right? As we know the formula for area is pi r square. So the value of pi here is again 3.142, and for the radius we will put 42 and we have to square it, right? Now we will write 3.142 as it is, and we have to multiply 42 with 42, and when you will multiply 42 and 42 you will get 1764, right? Now again you have to multiply these two together, that is 3.142 multiply by 1764, and you will get 5542.488. Now the unit in the question is meters, so that means the unit for area will be square meters, and this is our answer. In question number 3, we have to find the radius of the circle with area 616 centimeters square. And in this case, we have to take pi as 22/7. Okay, now let's see. We have to find the radius. That is, radius will be question mark here, and the area is given. Area is equal to 616 centimeters square. Now again, we have to think that whether we are going to use the formula for area or circumference. Of course, we have to use the formula for area because the given information in the question is about area and radius is given. So let's write area is equal to pi r squared. Right now, area given in the question is 616, so we will write 616 here, and for the value of pi we have to write 22/7, and r is unknown, so we will write it as it is. Right now, 7 shifted to the left side will be changed into multiplication, as here it is in division form. So 616 multiplied by 7 is equal to 22r squared. Now again, I need r squared, so I will shift this 22 to the left side, and it will be 616 multiplied by 7 divided by 22, because 22 on the right side was being multiplied by r squared, so on the left it will be divided, and r squared. Okay, now let's try the cancellation using the table of 2. 2 multiplied by 11 is 22. 2 3 is 6. Now 2 can't divide 1, so we will place a 0 here, and 2 8 is 16. Right, again we can try this with the table of 11, because 11 is prime and it's the only chance that these two can divide each other. 11 1 is 11. 11 multiplied by 2 is 22. 11 multiplied by 8 is 88. So here comes 28 multiplied by 7 is equal to r square, and when you will multiply 28 with 7, you will get 196 is equal to r square. Now how do we get rid of this square here? Because we don't need a square right here, we just need the value of radius. We don't need radius square. So in other words, you can say which two numbers when multiplied together, which two same numbers when multiplied together gives you 196, and that is 14. That you can guess, or there is another way you can do it, that is by prime factorization. Let's do it here. 196, 2 9 is 18, 2 8 is 16, 2 4 is 8, 2 9 is 18, 7 7 is 49, and 7 1 is 7. Now you can see there is 2 and 7, and 2 multiplied by 7 gives you 14. Right, so that means the square root of 196 and r square, the square root of r squared is r, and the square root of 196 is 14. That is 14 multiplied by 14 gives you 196, and the unit will be of course centimeter, because radius is measured in centimeters, meters, kilometers, whatever the unit is. So in this case it is centimeter, so we will write centimeter, and this will be our answer. Okay, for question number 4, we are asked to calculate the area of circular ring whose internal and external radii are 3 centimeter and 10 centimeter respectively. That means we are basically given with a ring whose internal radius is 3 and whose external radius is 10. So that means if we find both the areas for using the external radius and using the internal radius, and then if we subtract them, we can get the area of this part, which is the ring. So let's do it. This is the center, and from here to here the radius is 3 centimeter. And again this is the center, and from here to the external circle the radius is 10 centimeter. Now see, if you will find the area using the external radius and then using the internal radius, and when you subtract this part's area from this one, you get the area for this part. So let's do it. We have to find the area using the external radius is equal to pi r square. Now pi is 3.14 and radius is 10 square, right, for the external radius. And 3.14, 10 multiplied by 10 is 100, right? And this point shifted here because of the two zeros, so it will be 314 centimeter square. Now area using the internal radius, is pi r square. Now again 3.14 and radius in this case is 3 square. Now 3.14 and 3 square is 3 multiplied by 3 is 9. And when you multiply 3.14 with 9, you get 28.26 centimeter square. Now what we have to do finally is we have to find the area of circular ring. The area of circular ring will be, that means this part, right? We have to find the area of this part, right? This part, this circular region. So the area for this part will be 314 minus 28.26, subtracting the bigger area from the smaller one. So what are we gonna get is we are gonna get 285.74 on subtraction, and the unit will be centimeter square. This is how you will solve this question. Now coming to question number 5, we are given with the diameters of two circles, that is 4 cm and 6 cm. Find the ratio of the areas. So we are given with the diameters of two circles and we have to find the ratio of the area. So simply we have to find the area of circle this and circle with this diameter. Okay, let's do it. Let me write area of circle 1. Okay, area of circle 1 is pi r square. Now pi is 3.14 and what is radius? Radius in this case will be 2, because the if diameter is 4, of course radius will be 2, and if diameter is 6, the radius is gonna be 3 centimeter, because the radius is half of diameter. So in the first case I will put 2 here and 2 square. Now it will be 3.14 multiplied by 2 is 4. Now 3.14 multiplied by 4 is 12.56. Let's write it, 12.56, and the unit is centimeter square. Now area of circle 2 will be again pi r square. Now in this case I have 3.14 and radius is 3 square, right? Now it will be 3.14 and 3 square is 9, right? 3 square is 9, and when you multiply 3.14 with 9 you are gonna get 28.26 centimeter square. Now in the question we are asked to find the ratio of the areas. That means we have to write them in the form of ratio. So let's look carefully. We need whole here, right, for finding the ratio. Otherwise we will have to take the LCM and so on and so forth. To avoid it, we will round off this number and it will be, see, this is 12.56 and it is near to 13. I can write it in whole form as 13 centimeter square. And for this case it is 28.26 and it is If here it was 5, I would have rounded it off to 29, but right now I will keep it the same, that is 28 centimeters square, because it's more near to 28 than to 29. So that means the ratio of their areas will be ratio of areas, and the ratio of their areas will be 13 ratio 28. Now 13 is a prime number, it cannot divide this, so that means this is the final answer. Okay, for this question we are asked, a circular park of radius 12 meters has a road 4 meters wide running around it. Find the cost of metalling the rod at rate of 600 per square meter. And we have to take pi as 22/7. So basically we have to find the cost of metalling this rod. That means our concern is this part, but we don't know radius of this part, so we will come up with the area of this part using this complete region and area of this section, and when we will subtract these we will get the area of the metal rod. So let's do it. We have to find two areas. How are we gonna do it? Area of the complete region, area of the complete region. Now area of the complete region will be pi r square. Now say this is the park, this area is the park, the yellowish one, and now from here to here the radius is 12 meters, and for the rod its width is 4 meters. The width is 4 meters of the rod. Okay, so now to find the area of the complete region, we need the complete radius, that is from here till here. That will be 12 plus 4. That is 22/7, and 12 plus 4 square. Now it will be 22/7, and 12 plus 4 is 16. That is 16 square. Now 22/7, 16 square is 256. And when you will multiply 256 with 22, you will get 5632. 5632 divided by 7 again, and this number divided by 7 will give you 804.571 meter square. Now this was the area of the complete region. We need the area of the park also. Okay, so area of the park is pi r square, and for the park the radius is 12, so it will be 22/7, 12 square, which is 22/7, and 12 square is 144. Now 22 multiplied by 144 is 3168. It will be 3168 divided by 7, and when you divide this number by 7 you get 452.571. Okay, now we got the area of the complete circle and then the area of the park. Now if we will subtract the area of the park from this complete circle, we will get the area of this section, that is the metal rod, right? So let's do it. What we will do is area of the rod will be 804.571 minus 452.571, and when you will subtract these two, 804.571 and 452.571, you will get 352 meter square. Okay, now your concern is to tell the cost, and the rate is 600 rupees per square meter. So what we will do is we will multiply 352, the area, with 600 to get the total cost, and when you will multiply 352 with 600 you will get rupees 2112. 200, right? So this will be our answer. Okay, the diameter of a scooter's wheel is 44 centimeters. So it means if we are given with the diameter as 44 centimeter, we can easily come up with the radius, which is 44 divided by 2, which is 22 centimeter. Now it is asking how far will the scooter have traveled after 50 revolutions of the wheel. See, it's talking about the revolutions of the wheel, and that is we are here concerned with the circumference, right? So let's see, for circumference we use the formula circumference is equal to 2 pi r. Now it's not mentioned in the question which value you have to use. Now it's up to you, whichever value of pi you use. You want to use the value 3.14 or 22 by 7, that's up to you. 3.14 and the radius is 22, right? So let's multiply these three together. That is 2 multiplied by 3.14 multiplied by 22, you will get 138.16. That is the circumference, and its unit is written in centimeter. Okay, now it is asking us how far will the scooter have traveled, and the revolutions given as how much revolution is taking, like revolutions is 450. Now how far it will travel, how far is the distance, right? How far means the distance. So the distance will be, of course, the circumference multiplied by the number of revolutions. I've written the formula here as well. The distance will be the circumference multiplied by the number of revolutions. So the distance is 138.16 multiplied by 450. Now if you multiply 138.16 with 450, you get 62,172. That means the scooter has covered the distance of 62,172 centimeter, right? It's given in centimeters, so we will write the answer in centimeter. Okay, so moreover, if you notice in this question the unit is written in centimeter, but if we see, centimeter is not an appropriate unit to measure the scooter's distance. So it's better to convert this into meters, as you in your book also it will convert it into meters. So if you will convert this into meter, you will divide it by 100. Why? Because 1 meter has 100 centimeters, right? So when you will divide this by 100, you will get 621.72, which is approximately equal to 622, right? So this 622 meters will be the distance. Okay, now so for this question, the wheel of a bus has radius of 50 centimeter. Now look at the unit, it is 50 centimeter. How many revolution of the wheel will it take to cover a distance of 3 kilometer? In this case we are given with centimeter, and in this case we are given with kilometer. So it's better to convert this centimeter into kilometer to get the same units, because centimeter is not an appropriate unit to measure longer distance. So let's convert it. What we will do is radius is equal to 50 centimeter. We have to convert it into kilometer. So it will be 1 kilometer is equal to 1 lake. 1 kilometer is equal to 1 lake centimeter. We need to know this, and to convert 50 centimeter, we will divide 50 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 lake. So it will be, you will write 50 as it is, and see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the decimal will appear here. So it will be 0.00050 kilometer. meters. Okay, now it's asking how many revolutions of the wheel will it take to cover a distance of 3 kilometers. For this, we first need to find the circumference, and the circumference is equal to 2 pi r. Now 2 pi is 3.14 and radius is 0.00050. Let's multiply these three numbers together. That is 3.14 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 0.00050, and when you will multiply all of these together, you will get 0.00314. Right, this is the circumference that we got, and this unit will be in kilometer. Now we have to tell how many revolution. As you know, I told you a formula in the previous question, that was distance is equal to circumference multiplied by revolutions. Now if we need to find the revolution, what we will do is revolution is equal to distance divided by circumference. Right, now what is the distance? The distance is 0.00314, and this divided by, and the distance is the distance is not this, the distance is 3 kilometer. The distance is 3 kilometer. What we will do is, let me erase this one. Let me erase this one. The distance is 3 kilometer. The distance is 3 kilometer, and we have to divide 3 kilometer by 0.00314. Now let's see what we get by dividing these two. 3 divided by 0.00314. This will give us 955.41. Now it's the revolution, so there will be no unit. You will just say 955.41 is the answer for the revolution. Right, if you don't know how to solve this one, I can show you one trick. That is, you will write 3 divided by 0.00314 can be written as 314 divided by 1 lake. Right, so when you will divide this, you will say this is the denominator 1, 3 divided by 1 multiply by 1 lake divided by 314. Now what you have to do is you have to divide 3 lakes, 1 2 3 4 5 divided by 314, and when you will divide 3 lakes by 314, you are gonna get 955. So this will be easier for you. You can try this technique, or if you want to multiply this by 1 lakh, multiply this by 1 lakh. That's also another choice which you can make. So let's solve this question, which is question number 9, which is also interesting question. A goat is kept in a rectangular field. Now a goat is kept in this rectangular field, which I've shown in the picture, for example, which is 14.5 meters long and 22 meters wide. Right, now it is tied to a pole, and the pole is at the center of the field, and with a chain that is 2.5 meter long. Now the chain is 2.5 meter long on which the goat is tied, so we have to tell the surface area of the field on which it will not be able to graze. For example, if we talk about this goat, if the goat is tied here, if this is the goat, it will be going from this part to this part to this part, and if you see, it will make kind of a circular movement here. But the goat is unable to go to this area, it's unable to go to this area, this area, this area. Why? Because it's tied to a string and it will move in a circular motion. So what we can do is, if we see this goat is tied in between, so it is kind of the chain is making a radius. The chain is of radius 2.5 because it's moving in circular motion. So we can say that it has a radius of 2.5, and if we talk about the area of the rectangular field, it is 14.5 meters length and 22 meter. We need to find the area, sorry, the length is this and the width is 22 meters. So what we can do is we can find the area of the rectangular region, we can also find the area of the circular region, and if we subtract the area of the circular region from the rectangular region, we will get the area where the goat is unable to graze. So let's do it. Area of rectangular field. Area of rectangular field, as we know, the area of rectangular field is calculated by L multiplied by B, and L multiplied by B here is 14.5 multiplied by 22. Now let's see what is 14.5 multiplied by 22. It is 319. It is 319, and meter squared is the unit of area. So let's find the area of the circular region. The area of circular region will be pi r squared, and it will be 3.14. Radius is 2.5 squared. Now 3.14 and 2.5 squared is 2.5 multiplied by 2.5, which is 6.25, right? Now 6.25 multiplied by 3.14 is 19.625 meters squared. Now how to find the area where the goat is unable to graze? That is the cross section where I have written the cross. So what we will do is surface area where the goat is unable to graze is 319, and from this we have to subtract 19.625, and when we will subtract these two, we will get 299.375. That means this is the area where the goat is unable to graze. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Hope you liked the video, and if you have any confusion, you can ask in the comment box. So please do like, subscribe, and share this channel, and keep watching.